Hey everybody, it's Matt. That blanket is Dyan. Welcome to each beautiful day.
What's beautiful about
God, we're in the short-term accommodation. This is the just let it all out, honey.
I'll be done in a minute.
I'm sure you will. You're causing a.
Sad
Oh, there have been tears.
and angry.
There has been anger. There has been
Everything else. I need my card.
punching of steering
I need my
wheels.
cards to describe
I've even
my
walked
feelings.
off. I've even left the car.
He cried.
Left you in.
He
There has
cried.
been tears. These people are doing my head in. They are breaking
People.
me.
People. There's some not nice people out
Where
there.
are we at? What happened? We almost, wow, who even knows? Didn't have removalists
We might not.
for tomorrow. Tomorrow is the uplift day. We're in the midst, if you haven't been following our saga, yes, it is a saga. This is bigger than Ben-Hur. This is more than the trilogy of The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings combined. We are in the midst of moving. We're currently in a in-between short-term accommodation while I try and actually stabilise Diane so that she can rest, recuperate,
resting.
be safe. She's not resting. Her stress levels are over here. My stress levels are well over here. And yet tomorrow I'm going to be doing probably a 15-hour day doing physical moving of our entire house while she's been
Australian
supported.
government, I'm disgusted you put us in this position.
That's the NDIS,
Okay?
National Disability Insurance.
SDA, you allow green
Short.
investors to do this to
Specialist
people
disability
like us.
accommodation, yes,
And
yeah.
so we're making the most of the shitty situation that you put us in, and out of that, as the champions that we've been, this is the
Champion.
fourth move in 4 years,
Yeah.
sorry, seventh.
Yeah, so you're even forgetting how many times we moved, but it's okay. 7 moves in less than 4.5
This
years.
is breaking us,
All right,
like
so
literally.
let's slow it down. And why are we like this? Dawn's already had a meltdown. She had intense anxiety of just trying to
Because
get used to
you
what's
have
going
been
on.
having people just absolutely be idiots.
And what was the story? So just to go context,
So
if I hold
basically
slow down,
Australia,
slow down.
Stop hiring overseas people
Call
and
centre.
contacting us
Okay.
at night time about business stuff that should be done during business hours in the city where the actual transaction of a business deal is making.
Okay,
It's
let
in the making.
let me explain a little bit more
It was
about.
done at lunchtime, Perth time, Western Australia, and we had a rude lady.
She's so cute. I can't but help but love this thing. She is so gorgeous.
It's the freak in me.
It is.
I'm mad.
You are.
European blood in me. It's hot
Let
here.
me explain a little bit more so you do know what's going on. So
Go for it.
there's
Let
a lot
the
of rage,
non-autistics
but
freaking
let's actually
explain it
create
because I'm sorry.
context. I think we've had 6. No, there's actually been
And my
8.
TV's broken
There's
still.
been 8 phone calls. 8
I think you've miscounted.
from the
a few.
same company in less than a few
I
hours.
cried in front of a stranger.
Well, I had to actually step out of the car because you were having a meltdown. This person was infuriating
She was
you.
making me mad.
I can't do split conversations
She's being
between
rude.
trying to
It's
deal
like,
with
you know
you and
what?
trying to deal with her.
Do you
She
know
was
what
being
businesses?
calamitously
Do
rude.
you know what businesses? In my day, when I was young, okay, you do the job, then you get paid.
That's a
But
fair thing.
these days, you know what you guys are doing? Because you're taking advantage of your power of being a business, and it's bad business because we're good customers. We are good people, good credit, good this, good that. How dare you? You are so rude to
Yeah.
innocent people. We're customers.
So let me explain a
And
little
what
bit
you
more.
wanted is, you're like, give us some money or we won't turn up. And it's like, wow, is that how you treat your customers? And you know what? When this is all done, it's all said and done, I'm going to name and shame this company.
Yes,
So I
there will
am
be a few negative
done.
reviews.
And
Now-
government, that's on the approved
Okay,
NDIS
so
list.
let's-
So that's been jobbed on. So
slow
you've
down.
lost your contract with NDIA.
I think she's
I
pissed.
will make sure of it. I've got contacts. I've got people. I've got...
Yes,
I do.
she has a lot of
I
people.
do. And you've lost your
Okay,
contract with the
so
NDIS.
what's happened? Why is Diane in such a rage? Why am I at tears? Why am I at
Because you
breaking
were
point?
crying. When a
I'm
man
in
cries,
so
we
much
all know
stress.
that
This
that's
person
rock bottom.
is insane. They don't know English. They're following a script
No
and
comprehension.
they can't jump off the fucking script, and it does my head in. And when they are the ones who control the part, well, your job has been cancelled. No.
7
For
o'clock tomorrow morning.
Oh, well, we'll delay it. They'll come at 10. No.
Do you know how many people
I'll be
we are
charging you and sending you an invoice for $400 an hour for all of the staff and everybody else that's involved per hour at the
and
moment.
overnight accommodation.
Whilst you're not turning up at the set job at the set time that's been arranged for weeks. What? Anyway, so this person kept calling back and kept us on hold. And I'm just trying to take
The music
Dyan
sucked
to
too.
get her some food. Well, that didn't help us. 'Cause
Well,
the place
it was
that we
mainly
went
for you,
to,
but I need to eat too.
I had to find somewhere that you could eat.
I had, yeah.
So I found a
Well,
place in Google
that's
Maps.
hard.
How did that go? We got there.
We got there.
The
There
place
was
wasn't
Pilates.
there. The place
Pilates.
had gone, so Google Maps wasn't
Lots
updated.
of Pilates around
This is a
here.
problem when...
What's wrong with you people in
Hold on, we're
Fremantle?
talking
Why
cover.
you went to...
When you've got
Weird.
Google Maps that doesn't get
Pilates.
updated for the business references, it doesn't help people who are new to the area. So that's a big tip for businesses. Do keep your, obviously, your business information
do
on
Pilates?
Google, and Google Maps particularly, updated.
Oh, that's the stuff.
So we went there, couldn't find anything, so we kept driving. In the meantime, I'm fielding these calls
boy.
from the same person. And look, I escalated. I said, well, I want to speak to your manager. Oh, they're not available. Well, I want to speak to you, the director of your company
no,
then.
hang on.
No, they're not here. It's out of hours. Then why are you ringing me?
Listen to
It's
this.
out of hours.
Okay, but listen to this. That's the
Okay,
problem.
okay,
That's
yes.
my point.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to say to her. I wanted to say to her, well, guess what? My people are not working right now either. They're all home having dinner.
Yeah. And then it's like, well,
Perth.
I need an update by 7 a.m. tomorrow morning of the payment's been made. And it's like,
Businesses don't open.
darling,
before 7
we're in Perth, Western
Perth.
Australia. That's
We're not New
AWST
York.
time. That's GMT plus 8. No one's going to come in and start work until 8:30 in
that
the
New
morning.
York?
So you're not going to be getting an update at 7 o'clock, 7:30, 7:45, or even 8:15. They
She's
don't
like,
start
"I want
work
the
until
money." I wonder if
8:30.
she works for the mafia too.
I don't
I
know.
want
She's
the
just
money.
following a
It's
script.
like, whoa.
So then she asked for, well, we need proof. It's like, you're doing my head.
You've got proof.
Okay, slow down. You're doing my head in, darling, because
Got proof.
we've actually had
Got
multiple
proof.
people contact you. We've actually got Luke in your agency who's
me,
given a
Lisa.
confirmation. In fact, it's in writing here. I'll forward you his email. Let me forward you the email. What's your email address? Sent it through. And it's got all the proof. It's got all the
There was
acknowledgement.
still
It's got all
three-
the receipts.
There
It's
was
got
still
everything.
3 calls after that.
And it's like I'm saying, you got the email. Yes, I got the email. Did
Hey,
you
baby.
read the email? No. Read the friggin' email. All the information that
That's
you're
a fake
wanting is there. Anyway, this is breaking us.
Yes, it is.
It is doing our head in.
Both
We
cried
are
many times.
so shitty frustrated because the realities are, what do? You can't say to the company, stuff you. I'm going to go somewhere else because
7 in
to
the morning, we need
find
to move.
this is already 6:30 at night. I can't just ring up another removalist and say, be here at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, ready to go. That creates further delays. Everything has a knock-on effect, so they know that you're stuffed, whatever you do.
And that's
Oh,
what
can
needs
you pay? It's like, sorry, we've already arranged payments. Monies have been transferred and been organised. I can't find double that amount of money and wait
being
for you to
impatient.
refund.
They're being
It's like,
impatient.
are you kidding me?
This is thousands
And
of dollars.
this is why I've escalated to say, well, can I speak to your boss, to your manager, to your line manager, to your
They're
director?
not available. And
They're not
our
available.
People aren't available, darling.
And then they said, oh, well, they'll come, but they won't be doing anything until... No, they'll be here. They'll be starting work on time at the set and agreed time.
Good luck.
And if they don't,
Good luck, to be honest.
then I will be
I
having
don't like what I'm
conversations and I'll be
hearing.
sending you an invoice and charging you for...
No, you're just
services
go to LinkedIn,
that haven't been
contact
done.
the CEO,
Oh, so
ring
frustrating.
The CEO
Oh, I know
from
how.
LinkedIn
Don't worry, I know how to
and
contact
say,
people,
hi,
sweetie.
CEO of your company.
So that's where
Be
we're
rude.
at, and that's really taking the edge off being here.
We were just supposed to go and get
We're not
some
relaxed.
dinner.
We couldn't even just go and get dinner and enjoy
There's
that.
a pool there.
Couldn't even
There's
enjoy
a tennis
eating the
court.
dinner.
There's,
We're exhausted.
oh look, there's,
I'm sure many of
New
you
York?
can relate to this
is
situation.
that New York?
I don't know, something on
But
TV at the
basically, guys,
moment.
there's an indoor pool there that we could be swimming in right now.
No,
But no,
won't be
we've
happening.
spent 2 hours on the phone
I'm
to
burnt
this
out.
lady who literally broke
Over
us
8 phone
again
calls.
after we already had a absolute shattering month, let's say.
Well, if you go back to the previous video with Dyan Somebody Anxiety Attack, I'd actually stepped outside for about 10 minutes to speak to their call centre, even at that point in time. This is not included in the phone numbers. And that's where I'm just trying to find reception. And the funny thing is when you ring the company, it's perfect reception for all their VRR system and, press 1 for this and press 3 for this and you get through to them. And then suddenly they can't hear you because they're using a VoIP system to speak overseas to a call centre who can't communicate,
Good
can't
one,
engage.
Australia.
And it's like,
Good one, Australia.
This is just shit.
Good one, Australia. Get your staff.
Can't-
You know
you-
what? If you
you
want to have an
can't do
overseas
business.
call centre and you want to be like that, then guess what? Educate
So
where the
stupid.
job is and say, right, it's Perth, Western Australia. Don't call us after hours. It's rude. We can't get
Well,
our
we're not
people
relaxing.
to do anything.
We're not-
Okay, we're about to move house. We're the people moving
The
house.
funny thing is, and as I said to you, you are aware that we've just come off the
She's
back
just
of
admin.
4 days of the longest public
Easter.
holidays because you've just had Easter, Good Friday,
We didn't
Easter
have
Sunday,
Easter. We didn't
public
have
Easter Monday.
We didn't.
I'm sorry, nobody operates. None of the systems, none of the government agencies work. None of the banks work during that period of time. So I'm sorry. What are you trying to do?
I just want to run away.
I know you do. I get it. We're both so
I can't
frazzled.
live like this anymore.
We're both so run down by this. But this is the real effect. This is why we're sharing you these anecdotes. You know, if I could have recorded the conversation, I absolutely would have. Just simply to share the stupidity of the whole exercise. The sheer rudeness, the sheer frustration. I mean, she's talking over me. You know,
It's just
and look,
being
I
rude.
apply, and look, I've worked with many call centres and
You've
dealt with those
worked
sort
in
of things. So
corporate, you know how to handle it.
managed
But what
to
I'm
interject
saying
and
is,
obviously
She was
escalate,
being rude. She
but
was
for
being
fuck's
very
sake.
harassing for money, guys.
get off
Harassing for
script.
money.
At the end of the day, get
Yeah.
off script.
No,
Listen
no,
to
but
what's
that's
being
it.
said.
Okay, just to give you a heads up when it's anything to do with money.
Oh, I know.
They want to go in that loop.
Oh, I get
Because
it.
they're harassing
hence why
you
I'm applying
for
the same
money.
thing back. And
so
I'm saying,
that company's going to get a Google review saying
oh,
that
we're getting
you
more than that.
harass
There'll be
people for
complaints
money who are innocent
to
people.
the director of the company. So
End of
that's what's
story.
happening
Like
there.
we're innocent people moving house.
Yeah.
Moving house is one of up
You
there
don't
with the
need-
10
you don't need
stresses
stresses.
of life stresses,
Yeah.
right? Up there with the 10 top life stresses.
Yep.
And you want to do the night before. He's got to be up at 6 in the morning and leave here.
No, I've got to be up at 5, darling, because your person comes at 6 o'clock in the morning. So I've got to get
Yeah,
up,
that's true.
have a shower, get organised, and I've got a long day ahead of me.
And I'm
But the
gonna be
reality is that
stressing
the
about you
thing that
all
she
day.
says, this person on the phone, can I trust you? And it's like, sorry, can you trust me? You've got email threads, you've got
Yeah,
all our communications, you know where we live, you know
of
where we're moving
payments,
to, you've
what
got
the
phone
contract
numbers,
is.
you've got confirmed payments, you've got every
Yes.
reference under the sun.
The
I don't know
Perth
you
team
from
have logged
Jack.
it lunchtime
If you don't
today.
turn up, what is my trust? If you do
Yeah,
a shit
you.
job and break things, what is my trust?
Yeah.
There's a few questions that we have. If you've got horror stories from moving, I would love to hear
Share.
them because you know what? Use the comments below and share your anecdotes, your own experiences,
And you know
what you've
what
had with
makes me
removalists,
sad?
packing, whatever it might be.
But you know what makes me sad?
What's that, Bob?
And I know that you don't do things to expect things back.
Mm.
But you know what? My whole life, our whole life, we've helped people move house. We've helped
I
people
know,
with
time and
so
time
many
again.
things. And since my syndrome has made me this sick,
Yeah.
everyone seems to be just a little bit
Just
gone.
disappeared? Yeah, I get it. That's how it works,
And
isn't
I
it?
feel
Sad, isn't it?
really just stabbed in the heart because I didn't ask to be born with a syndrome. I
No.
didn't ask to get so disabled.
But it does make you reevaluate, and like I said, we
I feel so
always
powerless.
give the shirt off our back. We always do help other people. We're always very supportive and encouraging. But it is quite funny at the time of your own needs, people aren't always around ever. To
And
be
the
honest.
only way you guys
But even
can
the
help
paid
is
systems,
more
and
subscribers.
you spend money, and you do spend a lot of money in these processes. It's expensive. It's so expensive moving. I hate it. It's such a waste of money, particularly when we shouldn't
Our
be
life
moving.
savings went to moving house.
Oh, it's even watching
That's
your
where it's
TV
gone.
break. That was an $800 TV just smashed by someone's carelessness, and it's just literally shattered. It shattered me, and
it's
it's like,
so new.
well, look, it's over 6 months, more than that, obviously. But regardless, it's when you save up to get these things, when you respect the value that something holds. When you're not flamboyant with bits and pieces,
It's my familiar thing
it's your
too.
familiar.
Like,
It's
I'm
your
gonna
necessary
move in
thing.
and I'm just gonna
Yeah.
be like, oh my gosh, like
Yeah.
this is all.
And transitions again for you as an autistic.
I can't
Learning,
take
if we
it.
get another TV, learning to use that, learning to use the new
New
remote
people,
control. And
new
oh my
home.
God. Drama. We are more drama than the cruise ship drama. You've got to admit that. And
We told
look,
you.
we can't show
We warned
everything
you.
as it happens, but we can certainly give you the anecdotes and update you. And it helps create context. Okay, it's not, we're not asking for sympathy or empathy. It's
Because
just
you know what?
understanding
We
of
told
this is what
people
it's like
this, though.
dealing with
Remember when
complex
they said,
disabilities as a carer.
But
as
remember
a
when people
participant.
said, oh no, we'll get it all sorted. Moving house won't be so bad.
Yeah,
And I
right.
was having like almost a panic attack.
Yeah.
And I was being reassured and I was like, this is the reason why that panic attack was happening when
Yeah.
I found out we had to move, right? Because
Yeah.
I know the reality.
Yeah, I get that.
And I'm just done with it. Like I'm literally Oh gosh, where is humanity gone? Like, it's
I
scaring me.
don't know. I really don't know. I'm disillusioned, I must
guys,
admit.
we are from Perth. It's a small town.
Yeah.
Now it's a city. We're out of our element. Like,
Well, it's not so
family
much
just
that.
doesn't want to participate.
Your informal supports aren't there, and this is one of the problems too of having to move 7 times in about 4.5 years. You lose your informal supports as you go around. You spend so much time and
We're
effort
just
building
too much.
your neighbours, your friendships, your community around those areas. And when you're dealing with complex physical health conditions, genetic health conditions, it is extreme.
You go broke.
Okay, it is. It's expensive. It is full on. It is exhausting. That alone is hard enough to deal with, and then you throw in the mix, and you know what moving is like. But when you have these little challenges,
But how do you think
I've done
feel?
everything. I've
Even
communicated
things like-
well in advance in writing,
guess what?
specifically, got
This is a-
confirmations. These people give me the shit, so
This
really
is
do.
Australia, and and look, she's done the right thing recording the process, but I'm
Your support worker, yeah.
support worker. I have to be with someone, and heaven forbid I have a seizure, who's going to probably be quite anxious, and that makes me anxious, and it's just
But you're right.
Australia, it's just crap, okay?
Yeah.
It's just crap.
So I went
what
through.
I have to put up
I went
with.
through a training regime with the new support person to go through all the different medications.
Yeah, but what I'm
You made
saying
fun
is
of me
it
putting
made-
faces, but I did. I had to go through different role
It makes
role
me
plays of different
scared,
scenarios,
Matt.
so that
It
she's
makes
aware
me
of
anxious
pre-ictal
of
state,
having a seizure,
how to manage, how to handle it, and I get
because
that.
when you have a seizure, guys,
Mm.
okay, when you know that one's coming on, and when you've had them as long as me, you get the aura, and you want to be with people that you know,
you feel comfortable,
and it's really
yeah,
upsetting.
which is reassuring, and you don't know how it's
the
going to work.
worst thing. I've had seizures in hospital.
So whilst I'm moving
strangers.
tomorrow,
It's horrible.
as I've said, if there's even the slightest hint of anything, they need to contact me so that I can race there, or at least I can talk someone through it to make sure that Dyan's safe, to make sure that she is comfortable. It is such a difficult scenario. So look, we're sharing the experience, we're sharing the journey. Please subscribe and follow at the end of the day. If you've got questions, if you've got ideas and suggestions, always love to hear from you below. Appreciate your thumbs up of encouragement as we go along. Dyan is being so brave, and she's really
So are you.
sticking it out. And look, I'm shattered. I'm exhausted, mentally, physically, emotionally, all of those things. Financially, when I see these things, it is devastating. It's just like,
We're
literally,
really
it's
broke
just,
now.
when you see something break in front of you, it's just like, oh.
We look after our
can't
stuff so well.
And I had to sell stuff just to be able to afford to move,
And I'm scared
to
of
buy
what else they're
boxes, to
gonna
buy
break
packing
tomorrow.
material. It's just like, yeah, it's
We've
such
sold
a
everything.
shit situation living, unfortunately, as
We've
a person
sold
with
so many
disabilities
things.
and as a full-time carer. I'm only on the carer's pension. I don't get paid by the government to do
no.
caring, 24 hours
You
a
know
day, 7
what?
days a week.
You know what the problem with this whole world is right
Yeah.
now, and it's not just Australia. Come here, Riley.
Yeah,
Is greed.
yeah,
Okay? Humanity's gone and greed is here.
yeah.
And
that's
I'm
true.
not up for it. And I'll tell you what,
Mm.
it's great if you guys can all have jobs, but have a thought for the fact that one day that might not be you. You might be in my position where you cannot medically work,
Yep.
and you're screwed.
And that's
in
what-
Australia,
and that's-
in a first world country called Australia,
That's
the
why
most
we share
expensive
our
Perth
story,
place to live,
our journey.
you're screwed.
Exactly. So,
You got no hope.
forewarned.
And I'm not even
If you're in this
50
situation, at least you can prepare yourself. At least you can understand, and maybe you can
I wish my
walk in the
parents prepared me
steps
for my
of someone else.
syndrome.
You can actually see what the struggles are living with a disability and trying to manage these things out. Dyan has been told every year, this is long-term, secure, safe, and affordable accommodation. By the end of that year, every
They
time
got to lie to it.
they lie,
They were
they
allowed to
change
lie to us,
things,
and the
they
government
up the
just went,
prices,
"Oh,
they
well."
pull the blanket from underneath it.
Yeah.
It's been horrific.
It's
So
absolutely disgusting.
I just want to create stability
It is
for
a
Dyan,
sham.
to get some consistency, to actually make something that's affordable
Well, community
and accessible.
consistency
That's really important.
and home
build
consistency.
once again to connect to her community.
Well, we're not
build
only moving
informal
house,
supports.
we're
That's
moving to a
our
different
ideal
community
location
as well.
Absolutely.
Now I'm happy for the community that we're moving to, personally.
Yep.
I think that the place we're moving to is fine. I think that the community we're moving to is better than where we've come from.
Yep.
Because I'm not really... Look, I was raised on a hobby farm. I'm a free-range chicken.
She's a
Me in the
free-range
city,
chicken.
right?
Contracts a lot.
I enjoyed it, don't get me wrong, and I would have been happy to stay, but I do prefer to be by the beach and be away from the
Hustle and bustle
yeah.
of central
Yeah.
cities, yeah, definitely. Well,
So-
guys, thank you so much for participating, joining in on our series of videos around the whole move and uplift and
Cruise
relocation.
ship drama, but it's home moving drama.
Yeah, we bring the
Maybe I
drama,
should
don't you
tag
worry.
Christian
So,
Hull
as I
in and
say,
say,
don't forget
"Hey,
to
Christian
subscribe,
Hull,
share our channel.
Any advice?"
Yeah.
Because he survived the cruise ship and all of that.
Well, we're going to survive this
Seasickness,
move.
how
We
are we
are
gonna
positively motivated. We're going to
That's my
get
dinner
through it.
coming back up.
Oh, God, don't be like that. Wasn't that exciting going down either. Trust me, by the end of it.
It was awful. After all of that,
Yeah,
right?
it wasn't worth it.
Wasn't good.
But we just didn't have the
It's
time to actually
calories.
enjoy a new location and explore and find something new. We are not relaxed. We are stressed to the max.
But
We're
also,
tired.
tell her what happened when we also got to the going to the drive-through.
Oh.
She took our order. Then someone comes back again and says, "And what would you like to
And
order?"
let's start again because the headsets broke
Sorry.
during the communication at the
do we
drive-through.
repeat it or
So we have
did you get it?
the communication was shit. All I'm finding today is that communication has
People
been an
problems.
utter failure
You know what,
by
world?
other people.
Can I just say this before we leave?
Sure, you may.
Guys, what kind of world do we really want? Do you want a world that's slowed down and everyone's happier? Or do we want to live this crazy life that human beings were not built for and go fast, fast, fast and disappoint and make mistakes? And some of these mistakes cost lives.
Yeah, not just money, lives.
And
They have an
also
impact.
shatter people's spirit. Okay?
Not just their TVs.
In Australia, the homelessness, the moving house
it's horrendous,
crisis,
isn't it?
government, fix it because you created it.
Indeed.
I'm done.
So on that note, Dyan's off her soapbox. I'm going to throw
Off
her
my
back into
soapbox.
bed. I'm going to relax
going
as
to
well.
bed.
I'll be up in a few hours. Yay, can't
I
wait.
don't think
Moving
I'm
day
gonna be
tomorrow.
sleeping.
You will be.
I am shocking.
Oh, that's not going to be
No, I'm
fun.
not going to keep you awake
Oh,
because I can't.
yeah, sure. I heard that before.
No, autism.
All right, guys.
Different
Love you and
place.
leave you.
Good
Bye
luck.
for now. See ya.
Bye.